Ready to go. And today's starter, Chris Paddock. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Waves a defender for the strikeout.
I gotta think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then carry that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Here's Kyle Tucker. This one in the air. Lewis settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. This team can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with the bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of pitchers squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands, and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that is that. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back at Target Field. And today's starter, Colin Ray. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Willie Castro. 2-1 now. On the ground. And that's just foul. Got it. And there's one down.
Batting second, the designated
Here's Trevor
hitter,
Larnach.
Larnach.
One down, base is empty.
Ball outside.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That misses the zone, and a full count now. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. At the very bottom, hitting 9th, Harrison Bader.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 out, space is empty. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing here for the Twins. Scoreless after one. Second inning set to go. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Crow Armstrong.
Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Oh, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch. Crow Armstrong on at first, nobody out.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On the ground, 2 ball. There's 1, and that's 2.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Dansby Swanson stands in. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
No score here in the second. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Outside.
Count is full.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Cubs are down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
The catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights it off. You'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. The pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting fifth, the right fielder,
Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit.
Wallner.
Swings and chases a low one there.
1-2.
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. He got on play playing with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Now Correa up to hit. Just missed. One down, base is empty. Grounds one to short. In time to Bush, and Correa retired.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Two down, base is empty. So up next for Minnesota, Cody Clemens. Next offering is in for a strike. Stays alive. Got it. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. But the Twins strike first on this solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Top half of the third inning, and now it's going to be Carson Kelly. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings and misses, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So here's Horner now. Bunting, and it's in the air. Makes the grab on the run. 2 down. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
So now 1-2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one to first. Clemens takes it to the bag, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis. The 2-1. Swings through that one above the zone.
2-2's the count.
Now all even up. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The next offering misses. 3-2 now. In the air to left center. Hat has a beat on it. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Harrison.
And now Bader up to the plate. slides, but it gets by him.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Man at first,
Now
this is Willie Castro.
Willie Castro.
Bader at first, one gone. Check on the runner. Bader dives back. In the dirt, blocked. To second, but way too late, safe there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Man at second. That misses the zone, out. And that's ball 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. 1 out and a runner at second. Got him swinging.
Now batting.
And here is Trevor Larnach.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Ripped on the ground to second. Horner over to first. Inning over. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they're on top 1-0. As we go to the top of the 4th, Ian Happ up to hit.
Ian Happ.
And the slider just misses. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Good eye right there.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
He was all over that one.
Now
Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
No outs. Runner at first. Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit. And fouled off.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
The right fielder.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Yohan Duran warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Man at first, one away. Paddock moved to first. And he's back in safely.
Full count.
Pete Crow Armstrong in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Three and two now. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. That one's got to feel good. Is 26th of the year, and now they're out in front. It's 2-1. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Chris Paddock gives way, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm.
Now pitching for the
on the
Twins.
mound now for the Twins, Danny
Number
Coulomb.
54.
This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Coulomb.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Busch.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Crow Armstrong leads off first with one away. And ball four, two aboard.
Take your base.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
2 on, 1 out. And now it's Dansby Swanson. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. 2 on, 1 out. And a count 1-2. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those. What a stop! Safe at first as they can't make the play.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
So bases loaded with one away. And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
In the air, right side. Brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly, and it's 3-1.
No, that's the 3rd run of the inning, and this team is doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
Nico Horner will come up to hit.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Cubs 3 and the Twins 1. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. Not even close there. And a count 2-1. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. John Boone up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. That one fouled off. 2-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Now batting.
And now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. In the dirt,
2-2.
ball 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. Here's a 1-1. Check swing, no appeal. Out to center. Crow Armstrong makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching for the
Justin
Twins.
Topa will take over here.
Number 48.
He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Showtime.
Here's the third baseman, Matt
Leading off
Shaw.
the third baseman, number 6, Matt Shaw.
And a swing and a miss there.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Jeffers down to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Now a chance for Ian Happ.
2-1.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. And a 2-1 on the way. Half lays
No,
off.
that's out.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swung on, belted. Way back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
2 outs, base is empty. Now at the plate, Kyle Tucker.
2-2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 outs. Right side, hard hit. On to first. Out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And the score stays 3-1. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, John Boone. A chance at his
Now
first save of the
Cubs.
year.
Number 12, John Boone.
Here's Carlos
Leading
Correa.
up for the Twins.
It's amazing we get a
the
chance to talk
shortstop, Carlos
to a lot of opposing managers. This
Correa.
guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup. Well, these Twins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that's
Count is
off
full.
the inside edge. And now 3-2. And he walked him.
Ball four.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
What a battle. It's not always
Now
easy
batting,
laying off a
the
3-2
first baseman,
pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Cody Clemens, the next Twin up to hit.
And things could change quickly here with one swing. Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Tying run at the plate. And now it's even up.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it. And there's one away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Here's Royce Lewis. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Well, you always want those pitches back as a hitter. It caught a lot of the zone and definitely not the intended location. But those splitters can dance around and miss a barrel even when they're not perfectly executed.
So it's their last chance in this one. Harrison Bader, the next Twin up to hit. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Boone is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
And your final 3-1. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.